courage, the ability to do something that frightens one. This is a definition that'll be important in telling the story of this theory surrounding the Zonai's dark truth, as the thread of courage is one of the three main threads in all the Zelda games, alongside the thread of wisdom and the thread of power. First, we will begin with Link, the hero chosen by the goddesses and the boy forever linked to courage. A boy who has to consistently go out and do things that would frighten anyone, but because of his great courage, he can go out and fight these hulking beasts that threaten all those in Hyrule. But courage also has another connection in Zelda. Besides Link, courage is forever tied to the color green, as shown by Link the boy in green, as well as Furore, the goddess of courage and one of the three golden goddesses who helped create Hyrule. If you follow this idea of green being connected to courage into Breath of the Wild, it will lead you to Farosh, the green dragon whose scale is needed as an offering to the Spring of Courage in order to gain access to the shrine located there. This Spring of Courage is located in the Faron region of Hyrule, which also happens to be the location of many Zonai carvings and structures seen in the game. This location of the Spring of Courage in Hyrule, alongside the fact that the spring is located inside a Zonai structure, has led many to believe that the Zonai people, who were once known to be powerful magic wielders who suddenly and mysteriously disappeared thousands of years ago, are to be linked with the thread of courage in some way. This link between the Zonai and courage never had much information to be supported with, as Breath of the Wild didn't give us much on the Zonai, besides what is known about their magical abilities, their sudden disappearance, and that they were once an important people in Hyrule. But the trailer for Breath of the Wild 2 may have just shed some light on the incredibly dark secrets surrounding the Zonai and their sudden disappearance all those years ago, and how the Zonai people link to the thread of courage seen throughout the Zelda games. The color green, the color of courage in Zelda, is seen in the trailer of Breath of the Wild 2 in the form of the luminous stone crystals scattered throughout the cave, as well as in the form of the magical hand keeping Ganondorf down, and the magic seen spiraling upwards towards the ceiling coming from the hand. When we look at the luminous stone and what we've learned about them from Breath of the Wild, we know that these stones' greenish glow is believed to be the souls of the dead, and this is a belief that is further supported by other games in the series, such as Twilight Princess, where when infected by the Twilight, the citizens of Hyrule become these floating greenish orbs and figures, similar to the greenish glowing figures of the king and the four champions seen in Breath of the Wild. Another piece seen in Breath of the Wild, linking the souls of the dead to courage, and thus to the color green, is the spirit orbs given to you by the Sheikah monks. As it states, these spirit orbs are a symbol of courage, followed by the monks' disappearance, as if they have just given Link, the hero, their soul's energy and have now died and left this world. Because of this connection in the Zelda series between this greenish glow and the souls of the dead, it has been theorized that this hand keeping Ganondorf down is comprised of the souls of the dead, and that the hand is in some way linked with courage as well, as courage is the only piece of the Triforce without a visual representation in Breath of the Wild, as the malice in Breath of the Wild is red, and therefore linked to Ganon, his evil, and the Triforce of Power he is commonly known to be associated with. Also, the blue Sheikah technology seen in the game is seen as being connected with Zelda and the Triforce of Wisdom, which she is commonly associated with. And because of this idea linking the souls of the dead to the greenish hand seen in the trailer, it leads us to wonder, where did all of these souls come from? And the answer to this question may lead us to the very dark tone that many believe Breath of the Wild 2 will take. Just as Majora's Mask was the dark sequel to Ocarina of Time, people believe that Breath of the Wild 2 will be the dark sequel to Breath of the Wild. And this darkness will lead us to the truth about what happened to the Zonai tribe all those thousands of years ago when they suddenly and mysteriously just disappeared from Hyrule. And I believe this truth surrounding the Zonai's sudden disappearance all those thousands of years ago would be that the Zonai people themselves sacrificed themselves in order to save Hyrule and all of its people from Ganondorf. The Zonai people, who were known for their powerful magic, used this powerful magic to make a magical sacrificial seal that would use the souls of their people in order to seal Ganondorf away and keep him from rising and trying to destroy Hyrule once again until the hero that we all know and love as Link returned. This sacrifice would help explain why the Zonai just suddenly disappeared thousands of years ago, as well as explain their connection to the threat of courage seen in the Zelda games. It would also make sense that the Zonai would be the ones to take on this horrible task, due to the powerful magic they were said to possess, as an effective seal placed on Ganondorf would require an immensely powerful magic, as Ganondorf himself is immensely powerful. Now, the last time we saw Ganondorf would be when he was defeated by Link in Twilight Princess. But I believe, since then, Ganondorf tried to rise again, and similar to how in Wind Waker, there was no hero and they had to turn to the gods to flood Hyrule. Instead this time, the Zonai had to turn to their magic. Without the hero around, they ended up having to make the ultimate sacrifice to save Hyrule, until the hero returned one day. And so all the Zonai carvings and structures seen in the trailer for Breath of the Wild 2 are signs pointing to Ganondorf being sealed away inside a Zonai temple located somewhere underneath Hyrule, and that Link and Zelda find this temple just as the seal on Ganondorf is wearing off, as the arm seen in the trailer, I believe, was once part of a full-body soul seal-like thing, created by the Zonai's great sacrifice, and that this body has now withered into just a forearm and hand at this point in time. And to support my belief that the arm was once part of a full body, you can see in this clip, the arm seems to be connected to a torso, and there seems to be the shadow of what is the creature's knee down below, in which would make it a full body where it was moving in to grab Ganondorf just before it sealed him away all those thousands of years ago. And so due to both the Zonai tribe and the green hand seen in the trailer's connections to courage, and the connections to Link the courageous hero, the hand releases its grip on Ganondorf, sensing the hero it has been waiting for all these years, in order to give its remaining bit of power it has left to Link. As we see in this scene in the trailer, as the hand knows it cannot keep Ganondorf sealed away by itself for much longer, and now needs the help of Link and Zelda in order to stop the evil King of Thieves once again, and that is the struggle we will see play out in the story of Breath of the Wild 2. And so this is my theory connecting the greenish hand seen in the trailer, courage, Link, and the horrible fate of the Zonai people we have learned about together. So let me know what you guys think about this theory in the comments below, and whether you agree with it or not. And of course, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like below and subscribe as it would really help out, and I'll catch you all in the comment section below.